Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me on Their Fight Story. We have Jawaski Bethly with us. He's a professional MMA fighter fighting out of Louisiana. Um, let's see how he is doing. How are you doing today?
Hey there, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Are you driving?
Yes, I just left from sitting with my mother. Had to actually doing a couple of like small errands for her.
Yeah, how are you doing? I know you had a fight in April that got canceled, and then you have another fight that actually happened. How was it? Because it was a big fight for you on a personal and mental level.
And so while I was getting ready, prepped up and everything, that's when I noticed the commission came to me and talked to me and said, "Mr. Beth, I'm sorry to do this to you, but your guy backed out, so your fight's canceled." I'm like, huh?
Oh
I'm
wow.
like, I'm like, I've been to the doctor. I got my hands wrapped. And mind you, we're at fight number 3 going into number 4. I was fighting number 5. So I'm like, you really did this one fight before we were supposed to go at it?
Yeah.
And I took this on short notice because I've been asking to get it at home, but it took a while for me to get matched up, which I was still coming to the show regardless.
Hmm.
But because of that, I'm like, okay, cool. I did have a camp. I'm like, okay, I'm cool with this. And that happened. I was heated. I was heated, and so my corner guys, which were a couple of my classmates since junior high, they were like, man, look, mama out here. We told her what happened. Mama relieved, but she knows you get upset. Ain't nobody gonna talk sense to you. So we told her to come here. We begged your mom to come here. So either you gonna do right or your mama gonna get on you. I'm like,
They
all right,
play
let me
the
check.
mama card.
Huh?
They play the mama card.
The only way you can get us to act right is either tell our kids or get our mothers.
Hmm.
Cause we'll act up in front of everybody else, but you say you call our mother, then that's when we're just gonna stop. We'll stop dead in our tracks.
How was your mindset leading up to your fight with Jake Edwards?
I did a Monroe show, and so we messaged each other. We both of us know about each other, and so we was looking forward to go at it and just have fun with it. Cause he saw what happened with me about with my sister. He and his
Hmm.
family reached out to me, and when I heard what happened with him and his, I did the same thing. I guess May 28th, next Saturday, I get to fight a man who I didn't get to fight last Monday, Jared Khan. We reached out to each other and said, hey, there's a show in Arkansas. I know you stay in Kentucky. This is the closest I can give you.
Hmm.
He said, okay, that's fine. And so I told him to message the promoters, and I just asked him, please don't hold out on me like you did last time. Don't put me out there like that. I kept up my end of the deal, which really I could have ate a bunch of junk food with my daughter and did stupid stuff like that.
But wouldn't that have affected
And
your training for your other fight with Jake Edwards?
actually, it really didn't affect nothing. I still kept the pace. I still kept doing my same training sessions, like my diet, which I really don't have to lose much because I'm in the blend. I'm in the middle. I'm walking around the 230, 240 range. So it was just a matter of trying to pick up new, trying to tighten up my skills and learning new techniques. I had to learn how to survive against wrestlers.
Hmm.
And that fight, it lasted for a couple of minutes, but I realized I was the better striker standing up. And I knew if I would have got too close, he would try to get me down. And unfortunately, that's what happened.
Hmm.
But at the end of it all, me personally, I didn't care because we both said we wanted to. We both wanted to go ahead and punch each other in the face, but a part of each of a part of the both of us we really didn't because both of us realized like like two nice dudes who both lost their sisters in some tragic ways. We didn't want to go through with it. When we found out we were gonna fight each other, actually I called him and I asked him, "Hey, you heard?" He's like, "Yeah, man. Like you're a real good dude. I don't want to fight you. You're a good dude. You got great. I respect you.
Hmm.
Like you want the last guys I want to fight. Especially you so cool and nice, and you always check on me and my family." And he was like me. I told him I can't fight nobody like that who checked on my family after all that. So it was just one of those things to where neither wanted to, but we both knew we had a job to do. So we just kept it like as a work. We just kept it as like a business thing. It never conflicted anything with us. We still talk to this day. I still reach out to him, check on him. He reach out to me, check on as how my mother and daughter are doing.
Yeah.
So it turned to like a big brother, little brother type of thing after that, and which I'm happy for.
How were you able to manage all that when you were actually in the cage? Like, did you just go in thinking it was a sparring session or to help you get through that particular fight? Because this fight wasn't your normal, typical fight that you would just have with anybody. This fight had a lot of personal, it had a lot of meaning behind it. Did you prepare? How was your mindset for this particular fight?
My sister came. My sister was the only person who came to the show because everybody else had something to do or they just didn't want to, which I didn't care. If you came, you came. If you couldn't because you had to work, that's
Hmm.
cool too. If you didn't want to come because you really didn't support me, that's cool too. I'm not gonna cry about it. So my sister came and she bought me my very first MMA shorts. I remember. I still got them. There was some black. There was some solid black and white J Cole shorts. I fell in love with them because she took the time out in order to buy me them. Because I was struggling trying to find it, and she found something simple just like that. And so after that, she stuck on my butt about going to practice. I did it, and when I found out she was about to be pregnant with her first child, which would have been a boy, she she said, "Big brother, I'm gonna buy some tickets. I'm gonna buy tickets from you. I'm gonna sit at the front." I said, "Okay, that's cool." And then when that unfortunate passing happened, like a few days before that show, and I still went on and did it, I didn't felt right going into it. And when this, and then when that opportunity came to fight last month at home after 5 years, I felt like I feel like it kind of came full circle. Cause my first amateur fight was at home. My sister was here, but then that happened. I had to go through the whole amateur circuit without her. The only thing I kept, every time I walk out, I always had this around my neck, and so that's the thing that kept me going. And then whether I be seeing somebody, a woman that looked just like her, or I actually hear her voice, or I hear her laughing, I just feel so much at peace because every time I walk into a cage, it's like I see her in there, but I see her right there in the back end of it, just cornering me, just telling me, just don't get punched in the face too bad. You already look ugly as is. So, and that's when I feel like I'm almost at home in a way because all I had was her and our mother.
Yeah.
So every time I step in, I feel like it's playtime all over again. It's like I feel like it sounds crazy, but I told that promotion when I had to do an interview with them, I said every time I walk into a cage, it's like I get to see. It's like my sister's right there. It's like every time I do a show, get in the cage, she'll be right there. It's like I get to see her. I get to her presence is there, so I feel relaxed. I feel whether I'm doing one close by at home, or I'm away somewhere else, or I'm out of state.
Hmm.
I feel the most at home because I feel like she's right there. I'm not fighting by myself. And so that's how I've been feeling all this time. And when this happened, it was like a full circle type of thing to where, okay, I did it at home, I had a loss, but I did on short notice, so it wasn't count. It didn't count. This time, this will count. It's a pro fight, but she's not here. She was not. She wasn't here to chase my butt in her car down the highway, to help make me lose weight, or to chase me when I be sneaking in eating cookies and ice cream and mess, and try to blame it on my daughter. So I ain't had that. So I had to learn to do it on my own. And when that fight was ultimately canceled, I cried a little bit. I teared
Mhm.
up. I was mad. But then that's when one of the guys said, "Jawaski, mom understand." I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
So when they said, so when I heard them say, "Your mama's in the stands," I'm like, huh? I'm like, you sure? I'm like, yeah. I see your mama. Like, oh snap, she really is here. Well, it was nice knowing you guys, but she might end up killing me or all of us. But mainly me. So if I'm y'all, I just run right now. Go back to y'all seats. I'm a dead man on the inside. But when she heard what happened, they saw the melody and the promotion let her walk to the back in order to take pictures and
Yeah.
did all that. She felt okay. She was okay. She was like, I knew you was gonna win this one, but you get in the medal like that, I'll take them too. I was like, nah, I ain't want like this, mama. That's when she said, I know you want to do it. That way your sister, you can add more to the trophy case, to the medal trophy case for your sister. But if it's given to you like that, it's gotta be for a reason. It's gotta be for a reason. He probably saw how big and scary looking you is, but if anybody really know you, you're not that. You a big softy. I'm like, oh, okay. And I just took it because that's the only woman I let to get on me like that from my friends. And I just stand there nod my head, I just take it. And all my friends are like,
Mhm.
I see why Jawaski was a good kid in school. His mom don't play. I'm like, now y'all see why I couldn't do the crazy things with y'all when we was growing up. Yeah, Jawaski, I'm sorry. Come on, strict. Yeah, but it made me better though.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it did, but your mama got on all of us. I'm like, y'all get it by association.
Yes.
If one goes down, everybody going. That's how she played. You're like, man, Dwight, next time you attempt to do a show, you ask me to help you get rid of corn. If I see your mama, I'm lying on you. I'm like, Miss Yolanda, I just came to watch the fight and get a drink and have some drinks. And the funny thing is, she knew two of them. One of them used to stay down the street from us. We used to stay we used to stay we used to stay in the same neighborhood, so she knew like you lying, but I'm gonna let you go because I know your wife and she did my grandbaby's hair. She's nice, so I'm letting you go. You always speak to me, but don't lie to me like that no more. I'll put you in a choke. I'm like, Mom, you can't beat up all my friends, especially you gonna do it from his daughter. Josh, that baby probably want me to get on him anyway because he probably ain't bought no toys or gave bought no snacks. He like, Josh, how your mama do that? Like, I don't know. I don't ask questions. I just let her have it to save
Yeah.
my own skin. Man, you taller than your mama. That don't mean nothing. I may be 6'2", 245, but that woman every bit of 5'5", 100 some pounds. I'm scared of her. They asked me one question. They said, "There's anybody who you don't want to be across when you go to a fight in your cage in the cage?" I said, "Who's that?" I said, "My mother." Your mother? She's only 6 feet. Mm-mm, mm-mm. She can't. She is, but I did some stupid stuff as a kid, so I I got the full force of it. As I got older, I calmed down. I got tired of it. I got tired of running. I got tired of running and hiding.
Mhm.
I couldn't do it no more. I couldn't run from my mom, so I just went on. I just went on to my hills.
So you told her about your upcoming fight.
Yes, I did. And when she found out it was the same person, she like, Lord, he might sit out again. He might sit out again, and I ain't gonna be there because it's in Arkansas. I'm like, yeah, you can watch it loud though. Like, mm-mm. So I'm gonna yell at my phone. I'm gonna yell at the TV on my phone. As soon as it's over, you win. You get called to the back. You know I'm gonna blow up your phone and get on your butt. I'm like, and before I even got the words, I was like, and before you even put me on silent or put on airplay mode, just know I'm gonna find out. Okay, okay. I couldn't do nothing after that. I told my sparring partners and
Yeah.
my coach, they're like, well, Jawaski, let's do what she says. We gonna snitch on you. I'm like, you my coach, you ain't gonna help me. I know one thing. He said, I know this about fighters. When it comes to fighters and their mamas, I'll sell you out for your mama in a heartbeat. I'm like, I'm like, wow. I'm like, wow. And that's when he brought up when your sister kept coming to the class to make sure you train. Why you think we let your sister torture you the way we did? Because we knew you work. You just lazy at times. But when
Yeah.
your sister was here and we let her have free reign and put you through torture and make you do all them extra exercises, you actually worked. So we gotta get your mama. Nah, we good. We good. We good on that, boss. I promise you, we okay over here. I'll work. Oh wait a minute. Oh wait a minute. Then he just asked me randomly for a number. I thought he was gonna call her and ask her
Mhm.
about something. He like, nah, I ain't calling your mom. I'm like, what? What you did? I just say your mom's number on my phone so that way I'll let her know, hey, this is why he goes. And I'm letting her know he's cutting up, he's being stupid. He come up here and whoop his tail in front of the kids' class. Oh, like, no, I'm good. I'm like, see, now I got to take your phone and delete the number. Like, all I got to do is find your mom on Facebook and message her that way. Like, nah, oh, you dirty. All right, man, it's bad enough I get. I'm like, you don't understand. I got out. I got away from that. When she got married to her husband, that was my freedom papers. I was good. Y'all want me to go back to the dark ages. I don't want to go there no more. I know she gonna see this. Mama, I love you, but I'm too big, too old to, to get fussed at by you. It hurts. It hurt my feelings. Just like my daughter don't want to get in trouble by my mama. And so it's just one of those things. She loves the fact that I'm doing something positive for my sister, but she's still a little not with the whole me getting punched in the face.
Yeah, mothers usually aren't, you know.
So so that's her main gripe, but she sees the reason, and my daughter be so happy that she be so happy to tell people her dad is a fighter and all that. Cause yesterday I went to her kindergarten graduation. She ran up and hugged one of her little friends, and a couple of them kids like asked her, "Hey, was that your daddy, the fighter?" I'm like, she's like, "Yeah, this is my daddy." All them little kids was acting like I was a superhero. So I'm like, I like the fact I'm getting loved by the kids, but uh-uh, I'm not no superhero. I'm just a normal guy working at a hospital and in a pizza place. That's it.
Mhm. Jawaski, before we conclude, is there anything that you would like to share with us?
Uh, actually, yeah, like, well, you saw it on Instagram and a few other fighters, and that's when everybody blew me up about it.
Mhm.
Recently, a girl who I dated, what's gonna be November, gonna be 4 years on and off. After that fight against Jay Edwards, I met up with her at the park. I messaged her and said, "Hey, I'm in town. I'm shopping clothes with my daughter." She met up with me. We talked, like had a simple like coffee drink, and I basically popped up. I asked her like, "Did you ever thought about wanting to try to work your issues back?" Because she saw how I came dressed up. Because I always dress like a country bumpkin. I ain't care about dressing up. I'm like, as long as I'm comfortable,
Mhm.
I don't dress up in all flashy, expensive stuff. Like if I just go to the store in some basketball shorts and a muscle shirt just to get some groceries, I'm gonna dress up like that. I ain't trying to impress nobody. Then I had to learn, and just like my mother told me, you only cared about that one because that one got on your butt like how I do, and you listen to her just like you listen to me. I'm like, and I came back with a rebuttal, and that's the one you really like the most. We ain't talking about me right now. We talking about you. And so I told her like, you thought about working the issues back, or with me and my temper, or the fact that I barely communicated because I was always a mute. I ain't knew how. She was like, well, I did, and you showed change. You showed change for the better, but I thought about it, but like I just never knew how to come and talk to you about it. I said, well, I had to be the one to do it. I had to do all the talking because I already knew. I had
Mhm.
to explain my actions. I had to explain. I had to go away and be better, but I still checked on her and her kids because after I told her three children, I grown attached to them the most because I put in the most time with them. I've actually did the most stuff. I did the most stuff with them, and her kids were attached to me the same way. So whenever I called and checked on them kids are just straight want to jump on the phone as soon as they hear my voice. They
Mhm.
always ask me, "When you coming back to see us? When we coming back drive? When you gonna take us driving so we can go on the highway?" I'm like, please don't say speed on the highway, because then your mama go automatically assume I'm I'm doing drag races on the speedway with y'all. And that's when the boy told his mom, "Mommy, Jawaski let me drive." Like, he let you drive? Yeah, but at the parking lot. We didn't go on no roads, mommy. Like, whew, the baby saved me. The baby saved me. I got to buy him a toy. I gotta buy him a little toy to save me. He respected the big homie, little homie code. And that's what I told him. That's my son. That's my little boy right there. I love all three of them, but that one my that that one's mine. You can't take them. And so basically, I surprised her with a little ring, and so she was so shocked and surprised. She said, "Yes, I will consider like working the issues out and working back at it." And right now, right now we ain't planning no date because she just don't want. We both agreed don't want to jump straight into it. We want to see if things are going to fully pan
Mhm.
out right. But when I told my mother, like, "Mom, guess who's back?" And then she saw the picture that I posted on Instagram, and she
Mhm.
saw the tag. She was like, she texted my phone because I was lifting weights. She was like, "Oh my gosh, she's back." I'm like, "What you mean?" Like, "Oh, she saw it." I'm like, "Yes, ma'am, she is. She's back." She's like, "Ooh, ooh, part my prayers of being there." So I'm like, "What you mean?" I asked them, but I was praying that y'all get back. Number one. Number two, that you will one day say you're gonna slow down a little bit more on fighting, and you told me you was gonna try to transition, just teach kids.
I'm like, okay, and what was number three? That'll be his fifth date. That y'all walk down the aisle. That way I can have my sip. I can take me a sip and be happy. You mean so you can eat the free food and embarrass me some more? Mind your business. And I ain't gonna embarrass you. Your child gonna do it for me. I just want I ain't want to hung up the phone on my mama because I was at gym like, okay, mama. Okay, mama, like I got a call coming in. I got a call coming in. Even though I didn't, she knew I just want her to get off the phone because she knew I ain't want to admit she was
Yeah.
right. So that was my problem, my pride, and I admitted to her. My pride was my biggest problem, and my pride, my temper were the main reasons that kind of push you away. Because I
Hmm.
told her at that point in time, I was coming off some very unstable and some mess, and I ain't know how to register something that
Yeah.
was genuine. And when I told her about my mother being in the hospital recently, she stayed on my bus. She kept on calling. She kept texting, "How your mama? Are you there with your mama?" Now, if you're not there, and if I ask her, had he been there, you know I'm gonna get on you. I told her, you ain't got to worry about getting on me. You gonna pick up the bones. She gonna get on me for not doing anything as a son. She like, I know she is, and that's one of the reasons why I care about you. You're a family man. You weird, you goofy, but you got a good heart. So and her twin brothers, they graduated this morning from high school. One of them's going to the military, the other one's going to start college.
Nice.
They found out about it and they questioned me like I was being arrested for murder. So, Mr. Bethly, so we heard an object was in play. It, 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 it's a jewelry type, it's a cosmetic jewelry type of deal. So we want to know. And I just asked, who told y'all? I don't know what y'all talking about. Just know we know. I said, did y'all sister told y'all? Don't worry about it. Just answer. While they was calling me, interrogating me, I texted their sister. I'm like, hey, did you tell them that I surprised you with a ring and all that shit? Like, yes, but I didn't think they was gonna blow you up like that immediately. I'm like, well, they are. Well, can I roast them? No. Well, I told them I did. She like, you didn't want to fight it no more. Like, no, because they had me on the phone for 30 minutes interrogating me, and I got tired. I got tired. I went on and told her, yes, I did. Are y'all happy? Yeah, because we was about to say about time. We was wondering when y'all were going to work on getting back together. And when they said like they like me because I talked to them, I check on them, and I do be trying to give them advice. They listen,
Hmm.
and a couple of my amateur fights, I actually took them with me because they never got to experience nothing like that. They never got to see a live MMA event until I drove from Louisiana to Georgia where they stay, and I took a brothers, took them to Florida, and they actually helped me got ready. But they was too nervous. They was nervous and didn't want to do the whole corner thing. So that I told you I could just chill in the stands. Cause one of my close friends, they came from Louisiana to Florida because they was already on vacation.
Hmm.
But I helped him get a proposal to his now fiance, and they just had their first child. So it all worked out. I got a win on that end, but the two brothers they picked on me the whole time. They picked on me after the fact,
Yeah.
and so they was happy, and so they was just asking me, was I gonna be able to do a fight before they graduate? I said I'll try, but I can't promise y'all. And now that one of them's gonna leave in July,
Yeah.
I told 'em, we'll get the pay per view and send it to you. We'll record and send it to you whenever you get done with the first few weeks of boot camp. Your brother's gonna see it, and he'll tell you all what happened whenever you can get your phone. But they happy for it. And a few of the other people I know that are fighters, and they heard the story, they're like, they happy, they hope everything works out.
Hmm.
And she supports me. She's full blown support me with fighting, and she told me she wants me to stay working out because she knows I lost a bunch of weight. And tell me, well, just stay in the gym, stay in the gym more. All
Yeah,
right, so
it
I can't.
helps you with your mental state, and that's very important, not just with the weight
It.
loss, but it keeps you focused, which
I
is
told
important.
her. I told her gym day is the only thing that keep me sane.
Hmm.
Dad and having my daughter, but then with her, it turns into doing between gym day and weekend dates with my daughter. It turns into my daughter want to go to the gym with me or want to punch a bag with me.
That's awesome.
Then it turns to a little to pull want to put a little tiara on daddy's head because daddy said he would and I forgot and she called me
Yeah.
when I was half asleep. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's one of those situations. But I might as well say, Stacy, you see this? I love you. And yes, I had to embarrass you for a second. I'm sorry. You forgive me. I'll make it up.
So thank you so much for your time, and I hope to talk to you after your next fight to see how everything went. Um, and we will talk to you soon.
I thank you.
You're welcome. God bless you.
Same to you.